Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have another JyinmRemix tour for you, and today's comes from my friend, fellow content creator, and streamer, JyinmRemix. And you might be familiar with Jyin because I've actually mentioned him in a video before on this channel all about codes for cherry blossoms, which if you haven't seen, you should totally check out. I'm gonna go ahead and have a card up at the top in case you want to check that out after you check out this JyinmRemix tour. Jyin is an amazing artist who created these cherry blossom roads that I know a lot of my friends who used to use different cherry blossom roads all swiped out a lot of their codes to be able to use Jyin's version of them. But before I get into the tour, I just want to say, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does just go a long way in helping out the growth of this channel. And a huge shout out to everyone who supported the launch of my first drop of merch. I hosted a 24-hour stream subathon over on Twitch, and that all led up into the drop of my first merch launch, and pretty much the site like crashed at the time of release, which was crazy. And so if you weren't able to get your hands on a shirt and you want to support, I'm actually gonna have pre-orders coming up real soon, so that way you can go ahead and get you one as well. I'm gonna have more information about that real soon. Just make sure to check my community tab here, or if you're following me on Instagram or also on Twitch, you'll probably get that information there as well. But enough of that, let me just go ahead and get right into it. Here's a JyinmRemix code if you want to go ahead and check it out for yourself. But I'm gonna just go ahead, click confirm, meet you over at the island of Eden-Hazel. All right, so I just landed on the island of Eden-Hazel. Let me just go ahead and pull out the map for us all to see. And currently we have Uriel and Jyin, Chevre, I think is how it's pronounced, I don't know, Marina, we have Apollo, Raymond, Bianca, Kid, Genji, Kabuki, Renee, and Diana. So some incredible villagers here. I'm super excited to check this out. Look at that whole real river course emptying into the ocean there on the left-hand side. Super excited to go ahead and check this one out. And like always to start, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to find the airport, and I'll start from there. All right, so I'm here at the airport, and Jyin actually left out a couple of items, so I'm just gonna hold this pinwheel because I love it. And so running right out of here, Kabuki's here to greet us. And off the bat, just loving the use of these cherry blossom roads here, leading right up into the Able Sisters to start. And yeah, just look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my camera here. Look at the use of the simple panels, and even that ad used on the plain wooden shop up at the top there, using the jail bars too to like create more shop area than just like the one singular building. And all right, let me just go ahead, head right out of here. I see a little alleyway, and I love a good alleyway on an island. But over here, look at this code too. So another code that Jyin actually created himself, and it's this crosswalk, which I just really love. I think it's so well detailed, along with having the cherry blossom petals so well done right next to a cherry blossom tree. So it really does feel like all these cherry blossoms are falling, and it's about to be the end of cherry blossom season on this island. And look at this giant building here. This really gives me like a town hall building kind of vibe. I think it's that clock turned around at the top there. I know there's resident services, which is technically our town hall and stuff, but I don't know, I just love this huge building. Love me some drink machines and some bikes placed out here, and love the hallway item too. One of the best items added to this game, I have to say. And coming over this way, another incredible looking alleyway, but I'm gonna resist my urge to go travel up the alleyway, and I'm just gonna keep heading right. And we have a villager house here, which I believe is Renee's house, because I've seen Jyin build on stream multiple times, and I always am like, whose house is that? And he's always like, Renee. I don't see this kind of house used very much on islands pretty much at all, I feel like, and especially in this theme of cities and like Japanese style islands. And I think this one actually works really, really well. I love how the door matches with the cherry blossom trees here, and even using the pink drink machine and the lanterns too to all color match it really well here. And heading to the right, so we kind of dead end up into here, and let's go ahead, take this incline up, and look at this. So the crosswalk is here, right? And then we have the Japanese lettering for stop here, and even on the letters themselves, I don't know how you could do something this well. The cherry blossoms on the lettering here, it's like never-ending cherry blossoms on these roads, and I just love it so much. And tucked into here we have another villager house, and I actually really love how tucked this is. There's something about how tight this little space of sidewalk is in front of his house, and even again using the simple panels, stalls, etc. to kind of expand the house. And even though it's not like a Japanese style house, using these panels here and these items out in front really stylize it well and fits into this theme. Okay, so heading out of here, looks like there's a little train station over on the right, and I'm really loving this little walkthrough right here. Again on the street saying stop right in front of the crosswalk, which I just think is so smart. I mean, kind of feels obvious that you'd make it say stop when there's a crosswalk there, but something about doing that in this game, just paying attention to that kind of detail, you don't see very often, I feel like. And right into here we have a train station, and I'm loving this, using this kind of weird strip of land, like peninsula area, to create a train station here. And just like the stone archway down there with a little bit of train track, so you can get picked up here and it's going to take you underground into the train. I'm really loving this. Okay, and heading up from here, it looks like we have another villager house. I love like the color matching here. All of the pink on the houses matching so perfectly. The pink drink machines mixed with the cherry blossom trees, even that lantern there. The houses here feel like they fit in so well because of like the really well done placement and color matching here. And so heading over here, looks like there's an incline down, but I kind of want to keep checking out what's over on the second level. Kind of two ways to go. Let's go up first, and over here is a lookout point, and oh, there's the train. So if you want to go ahead and take a train from that train station we just saw, looks like it leads you back over there. And looks like we just have a little dead end. I love that this bike is actually put right here. It's kind of like, all right, this is a place that you want to stop and take in this view over here. I gotta say, this item placement just feels very intentional. And that's what I'm really loving about this island so far. And look at this hallway used here, so that way you can place stuff down. I love that you can place stuff on the benches of the hallway item here. And let me just go ahead and make my way over here. We have, oh, this is a player house, which I'll probably go into at the end of the video. And back over here, oh, I've definitely seen this space built on Jyn's stream before. This is one of my favorites. It feels like a little courtyard here, because look at this. We have another villager house over here. We had the player house over on the right hand side. And if we just take a nice look here, this whole estate with this like courtyard here, this really feels like a historic like apartment building that you would see like in a big city. Love all the plants like kind of in this like little courtyard here. Love that there's like a bike parked right in front of it too. Just something about bikes and drink machines and bonsai shelves and all these different simple panels that really definitely does it for me. And again, the color matching with all the pink. Look at even the use of that kimono up there. So gorgeous. And let's head over this way. Looks like, oh, there's like almost like a hidden looking incline up here. Not super hidden because there's a whole pathway leading up to it, but this is incredible. Let me make my way up. And this takes us right into like a shrine and more like natural bamboo forest over here, and another drink machine over here. And yeah, just, oh, it leads us right into like a little hidden onsen right here in the bamboo. And let me head out, see what's on the right hand side of the shrine, and we have Kabuki's house. I just love like the color of the house mixing in with like this small natural area over here. Looks like he's growing some pumpkins out here. And yeah, it looks like we just dead end over here. So let me backtrack just a little bit. And so coming back down this little alleyway, continuing on the street, and okay, looks like there's another villager house over on the right hand side. And this takes us over into like a cemetery. Let me just keep going left. Let me see what's over here. This brings us into a big wide open street and kind of like a river walk. So here's that river that's like huge and leads right into the river mouth on the bottom left hand side. And this looks like a whole entire like street market here. If you've been to like a big city before, I feel like you've definitely seen these like really tight like street markets like aligned on sidewalks. And it feels like I've just been to an area like this before. It feels like I've seen this in real life, even though this is obviously a video game. I know there's so much more I haven't seen on this right hand side, so I'm just gonna keep taking these like little alleyways and stuff. And all right, I think I missed over here. Oh, so there's like a bridge over here, a couple of buildings. I'm a sucker for fake buildings. I've said this before on multiple Dream Address Tour videos, but something about these just feels a little different. I love that this one here on the left is like really small too. Like it doesn't take up too much space. And it's the clothesline item that's up there that makes this feel so lived in. And so heading over here, we have another villager house actually over here. And this brings us down. Okay. I'm kind of confused where we are, but it looks like this leads right into Nook's Cranny. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull my camera out here and just look at this street right here. Let me step out of frame. Let's see Jin's player character right in here. And I love that building way off in the back. It's the rows of trees here, little spots to sit, another bike. One of my favorite items, obviously. There's just something about how well done like the verticality of like the streets are done, like what's on the sides. Look at that building that's over there on the left and using like the artisanal bug cage. Sometimes it's really hard for me to like figure out what to place there. And this just all feels, again, really intentional. That's just kind of how I feel about this island. It seems like everything is placed so almost like meticulously and perfectly, I guess, so to say. And let's see what's back over here. Oh, Raymond's house is tucked into back over here, and a little alleyway spot with a couple of drink machines. And all right, let's make our way out of here. And this takes us up an incline. And oh, okay, now I see where we're at. So I skipped this incline to keep walking along, and wow, the traversal on this island. I totally feel like more and more islands I've been touring lately really catered to like really well balanced traversal around their islands, which I really love to see. I feel like sometimes it's easy to neglect it. You know, I feel like it can be really hard at times to create islands like this that loop really well, and traversal makes it like easy to like kind of get around, and then add in all of these like twisty little paths and alleyways of this city. And Jin just does this so remarkably, I have to say. Let me go ahead, head back down this street, and this takes us right into the resident services. Need to make my way to the left side of the island now. So let me just keep heading out over this way. Here's another little alley that I definitely didn't walk up. This takes us right into the resident services, and let's just take this curved little street. Again, another fake building right here. And I have to say, with all these buildings, even though a lot of them have very similar items, right? The simple panels all share very similar design. Drink machines out here, the folding chair, and the jail bars, stalls with very similar customization on the stalls. But somehow, Jin, you've done a really good job, I'd say, at making all these buildings feel very different. Even though they feel all cohesive, they fit into this city, they all have this kind of historic like city neighborhood feel, yet each one of these fake buildings, I guess like the architecture of them, feels very different. And I love to see that. I've seen so many fake buildings in my time of doing all these like DA tours and seeing all these different islands, and it's just really cool to see when people are reinventing these things that feel like they've been done, but they put their own spin on it. And over here, it looks like we have another villager house. This whole neighborhood feels so well lived in and done. And taking this little street here. Okay, now I see where I'm at. I'm close to the entrance, I think just left of the entrance here. And I'm gonna keep taking this windy path around, see where it takes me here. I don't think I went up this alleyway where Raymond is, so let's get a little lost over this way and see where it takes us. And all right, I'm finally gonna go ahead, cross the bridge over the river. Looks like we have like another building, of course. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead, keep heading left. Looks like, oh, a soccer field is over here. And okay, I think I know what we're about to hit, but I'm gonna just keep heading up. And another little courtyard area over here. This island is seriously stunning, y'all. We have another building over here with the fish drying rack out here. I assume it's maybe like a fish market, or maybe just someone's house who caught a lot of fish that day. And let's head up over here. Another villager house. It looks like there's even like a hidden spot that we can, okay, go over here. Dead ends though, and looks over like a little bike trail or something, or just maybe like another little side street back over there. But let's head out. I wonder if we can actually go over there, and it seems like we can. So through this little alley, and there's another player house over there, and let's head down this incline, and this takes us into what seems like a whole like little bike path. I love these like scattered bikes throughout. If only we could ride them and ride up and down this little pathway here. The turbine's moving slowly back into here. It just feels so calm on this island. There's something about this island, even though it's like a city, that feels so calm. I think it's the time of day. Of course, like the 5 a.m. sky time, and the turbines flowing so slowly, the cherry blossoms falling really slowly. We don't see too many villagers out. It almost feels like calm before the storm, like right before the hustle and bustle and before people wake up. This feels like that time of day. I'm just really enjoying this island here. And okay, and so I'm gonna head down this way. This is so gorgeous, and there's that soccer field on the right, and yes, I knew it. So this leads us right into the school here, and look at this. Look at this huge area, all built for a school. And I'm just gonna go ahead right into this classroom, take my seat here, and let's pull the camera out and see. So this is like a whole window that overlooks out into like the soccer field over there. Stunning work. Let's check out more of this school. Looks like there's a downstairs to the school too if I take this incline. But let's head over this way. We have some lockers, and okay, there's a roof over here. Looks like we can slide in through these like bookshelves here, and there's a ladder. So let's grab that, and then I'll hold on to the ladder, and let's go up to this roof right here. And look over to the right. I gotta pull my camera out actually. Look over to the right and look at those bikes parked over there. This is stunning. All those bikes parked out right next to the school. I always have to lay whenever I see one of these bath towels down. And this is seriously such a scene. I love these school builds. I feel like so many people put their own twist and spin on these school builds, and they're just all so gorgeous when it comes to these themes. And let's head down. Let's check out more of the school build here. Looks like over here we have like the teacher's lounge. Let's go ahead and head down this incline. We have the lockers over here. I love the stickers on the lockers here to kind of like personalize each one of them. And I think this is, okay, so we have another entrance to the school, 2 entrances to the school. And looks like we have a whole library, because of course, what's the actual school build if it doesn't have a library attached to it, right? A little checkout desk area for the librarian. Now let's go ahead and head out of the school. And I'm out of the school, and I can't go on the beach. Like, it's kind of blocked off over here, but just look at how like those trash bins are placed right out in front of the school. I don't know why, but just like that attention to detail like is so well done. I can't go and interact with it, but I just love seeing that even in spaces that you can't actually go to, if you can see it, there's items that are placed there so intentionally. And before I move over to the right hand side, I just wanted to take a look at this side street here. The school with all the bikes parked out right here. This is stunning. And okay, this is where I took the bridge over. So yeah, I just didn't come down this little street, but this is seriously stunning work. And I think I've seen almost everything at this point. I'm like lost but enjoying it so much. I just love all these little spots that you can sit down. Love these tight little alleyways and streets. This seriously is such a stunning city island. Actually, let me go ahead and navigate back towards where that initial player house was that I saw, and I'm just gonna go ahead and check out the interiors. All right, so here at the player house, let's go ahead and just go right into it and see what we got in here. First room up, and oh, had to take my shoes off for this one, obviously. Love like how minimal the wall decoration is. There's only like a couple paintings, a couple things on the walls here. The use of the screens, the cat grass on top of the velvet chair. The room here is so vibrant, yet at the same time so calm. Feels just so inviting. let's head up into one of the rooms and see what we have in here. So I think this is supposed to be like the back porch, right? So we can like walk out into the back porch because this is that top like northern room. There's just so much thought behind everything he's been designing on his island. Okay, left room here, we have just like another spot for tea. I love this item so much here. I can't remember what exactly it's called, and I'm not gonna go ahead and try and butcher it, but wow, I love this room here. So festive. And let's head over to the right room, and into the right room we have like the sauna, and always a staple when it comes to rooms like this, having that cloud flooring. It really does give that spa sauna kind of feel. So relaxing. And okay, let me make my way downstairs and then upstairs. And down here we have, oh, okay, so it's like a little craft room or like sewing room. And oh, so those are the uniforms for the school, because I know Jin has made those himself. And I'm just really loving this room. I'm loving the changing rooms that are here. So maybe this is like a little seamstress like kind of shop here. Loving all of these interiors. There's one more to check out, so let's go ahead and head to the upstairs. Okay, and right up into here, it feels like a little like Japanese style apartment. I'm seriously in love with this. So we have like the little litter box for the pets here, this little cram space of a kitchen, and then a little bit of the screen here to kind of break up the rooms. And into here is like the little living area, it seems like. And so that's it for the interiors. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up here. All right, so I had to end on what I think is my favorite street on this island. I'm just so in love with like the river walk over here, and then the bikes parked over here next to the school. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this dream address tour. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. It just goes a long way in helping out the growth of this channel, especially if you like Animal Crossing content. I do weekly content for the most part. Also, make sure to come out and check out a stream, twitch.tv/RichardOriginal. Links to all those things are going to be in the description below. As always, huge shout out to my channel members. It's because of you and your continued support that I can continue to create content like this on this channel. If you want to support my channel directly by becoming a member, there's a join button next to the subscribe. If you don't see it, again, there's going to be a link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.